Hi everyone, and in this video what we're going to do is we're going to try and do a space scene, something like this. So here we go. Okay, for the first thing we're going to do is we make a sphere. So just to drag out a sphere, make it about 150 units as far as the radius goes, and we'll chop the segments up to 52. Okay. Also center it in the world to get started. Okay. So save your file as space scene. Oops. And I'll just put the desktop from there. And now what we need to do is we put a material on the sphere. So if you go to your material browser, of course what we have to do is go and get a map. So if you go to Google and type in Earth map, you should get something like this. So we're going to make a standard material, drag out a standard material in the material editor. We'll drag out a diffuse channel, bitmap, and go and find your Earth map. My Earth map is just there, huge. Drag that into there. We then go over here and we assign the material, show the material viewport, and then we got it in there, like so. Okay, so then what we do is we'll go back into the material editor again. Oops, sorry, material editor, and come into there like that. Let's put that one off. And with our material, we need to actually grab another wire out of our bump map. Sorry, our map. Plug it into the bump map. Select the bump map. Turn it into a polygon. And also we turn the specular level. So go to your specular level and change it to 22, and your glossiness to 22. Okay, so once you've done that, we also want the bump map to be just taken down a little bit. So go into maps, go in where it says bump 30, change it to 3 for now. Okay, close the material editor, just zoom out, make sure you're in your move tool, go to right click it, go to clone, and go copy, sphere 2, grab your scale tool, scale that sphere out just a little bit. We need to actually see that, so I'll just go into our things here, there you go, just add a little bit, I'll just bring it out a little bit more, there we go, something like that. And now we're going to put a cloud map onto that. So what we need now is to put a new material on our second sphere, sphere 002. So we go to the material editor. You need to go off to Google and grab a cloud map of the Earth, which is kind of something like this. Well, that's the actual map there, Earth map. Okay, so what you need to do then is make a new material. So we drag out a standard. We'll put the diffuse, drag out the diffuse wire. Come on, do what you're supposed to do. Grab the bitmap. I've got Earth map. Grab that guy. Alright, and then we'll put it onto the material, which I know is selected at the moment. There's the Earth map. Now we can't see through, so we're going to just change some stuff in here. Okay, so now we're going to set up our scene with the sun. So we're going to go in here and we're going to make a small sphere. In your top view, I've actually zoom extended all here and gone into the front view just to make it a bit more clearer. So we're going to make a little sun over here somewhere, just a little guy like that. We're also going to put a camera in facing this way, so what we need to do is go up to the cameras, use a free camera, and in your view here, just click the camera in there, so you've got the camera. So we're going to set it all up. What I'll do is I'll turn the perspective, we don't want another camera, just turn that off for a second, my move tool. We'll go into perspective, in the perspective view, and now we'll go into camera 01, so we can see what's going on. So at this stage you can see that we can't see any of our props. Grab the camera in the top view, I'm going to put it over here so we can see a little bit of the earth. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Something maybe like that. We want our sun to be somewhere kind of like, let's have a look here. Okay, sun around about up here somewhere for now. And we'll grab our camera and we'll just do this sort of thing. Hang on. Go about there, get in my left view, grab the camera, just bring it up to something like that. You can see I'm using all these views to get it in position. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to animate the camera. So if you press Auto key here, we're now just going to move this down all the way up to 100. We're going to move the camera just a little bit over to the right like that. Something like that. So turn off your auto key, see what it's sort of doing in your picture. There we go. A little bit of an animation in there. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is add a shape to the camera. So with your camera selected, go up to animation, go to position controllers, go to noise, and that will add a noise to the camera. The next step now is we go into our curve editor, which is this one up here. Go down the side here, we'll just open it up a little bit. Where it says position, you'll see there's a noise position. Right click it. Sorry. Noise position in here, right click it, go properties, and then in here change the strength to 15, the X, Y and Z strengths to 15, and the frequency to 0.03. 0.03. Close that off. So we'll close that up. Okay, so now if we look in our little viewport here and play our little animation, you can see now there's a little bit of a noise in it. That's the way. So the next thing with your camera selected. Okay, with the camera selected, the next thing we're going to do is put a different, we're going to do a rotation controller here, and we're going to the noise again, and with that still selected, we'll go up to our curve editor, and again, we go down into rotation noise, this one here, right click it into properties, change the strengths to 15, and 15 again. You can see we're doing almost the same thing, and change the frequency to 001 this time. Close that all off, and let's have a look at our little camera, see what's happening. And as you can see, it's got a bit of a rotation thing going on as well, looking good so far. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is put a sort of some lighting in here. So again, what we're going to do is go over to the lights, and we need a standard Omni light, and we're going to click that light just somewhere like here. Okay. So before I go any further, I notice that my cloud map is a little bit too far out from the other one. So I'm just going to select that sphere, which is sphere 02, and I'm just going to bring it down in size just a little bit, because I think it's just a bit too big, that second sphere, if I've got the right sphere. So I'm just going to bring that sphere down just a bit more. I'll zoom in. I've got the right one, I think I have, yeah. Oops, don't want to go in, just want to go pop out just a bit. Maybe just something like that. And I'll just do a quick render to see if the cloud map is looking a little bit better. Yeah, see, it's just a sort of thin layer there now. So anyway, fix that one up. Alright, so everything's going along. We've got our noises, as you can see in here. We've got our noises going on. So now we want to put a light in to light up half of the Earth here in our scene. So if you go to Lights, and we go to Standard Omni Light, and we're going to put this Omni Light in the scene around about, I think around about here somewhere. So I'll just pop it in there somewhere. So let's just go back into our camera view and just do a quick scene to see what it's looking like. Okay, so I want a little bit more than that, sort of half of the Earth, more than a third. So I'll just grab my light and we'll move it up just a bit more. See, that's a better position. And do a perspective render. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to add a couple of effects to our scene. So we go up to rendering. Go down to video post. When you get into the video post editor, go to this little blue add scene event in here. And in here we're going to make sure it's the camera one, which it is. We're going to put in a scene motion blur, so we'll tick that guy. So motion blur is going to be in our scene, and we're going to subdivision it up to 3. So that makes it pass over 3 times, which the higher that is, the better the motion blur will be, but the longer it will take. Press OK. Okay, so the next bit is that we're going to go into Add Image File Event, and in this download this list here, go to Lens Effect Flare, press OK, double click the Lens Effect Flare, click Setup. Okay. Go to Node Source, bring that guy over here, click your Sphere 3, which is the sun that we set up, press the VPQ here and preview, and you can see this through here. Okay, so we can play in here a little bit. So the first thing, you go over here and select Streak to get rid of the streak. You can see what I'm getting rid of there, that thing through there. Get off that one too. And the next bit is the size. So we change the size to 75. Okay. Bring your occlusion radius to 30. We'll change the squeeze here to 4. So now we're going to add a ASEC. So just tick ASEC up here. We want it for render. Tick this guy and off screen. Go to your ASEC tab. And we're going to change these red to as blue, both these tabs to as blue as we can. So double click your tab. So we need to make this red tab here as blue as possible. So we're going to the blue here. There's my blue. Bit blue, so that's good blue there. Same with the other side. Go into my blue again. Where is it? I'll click the blue here. Make it as blue as possible. So we've done it on set 1, so click the little arrow here for set 2 and do exactly the same thing. Double click that. And we go into the blue here. Blue as possible. And this one, you can see what's happening in our lens flare there. And this one as well. Nice and blue, not purple. Very blue. Here we go. Blue as possible there. So the next thing to do is to change the quality down to 8 and the max down to 7. That's right. And then we need to do the other one, the first one. So we just click the arrow back to it and we do the same thing. Quality to 8, quantity I should say, max down to 8, and the minimum down to 8. And the max down to 8 here. Yeah, and that minimum down to 7. So we can adjust this how we want. So we can turn down the quantity for here, down to say 6 if you wanted to, and we can come back and do that size, etc., intensity. So press OK. So we're back in here again. This time we need to put in another image filter event. So come in here, and this time we're going to look for lens effect glow. Okay, so just go OK there. Okay, so on this second lens effect here, lens effect glow, go into your scene, select both the spheres there. You should have both the spheres selected in here, like that. Right click it, go to Object, Properties, go to Object, Object ID, select 1, OK. Go back into your lens effect glow, double click it, go to Setup, VPQ, Preview. So we need to go to Hue here and bring this up to 200. So we want to go to Hue, and then we go to Preferences, just make sure it's on pixels, which it is. So if I go back to Properties again, I'll change that, which I already have, to 200. And then we go back to Preferences, and we'll turn the intensity down to, say, 6. If you can go higher if you want to, lower, you can turn it up a bit, you can see what's going on. Enter. I'll just double click that again because I did that accidentally. So what did I do? Preferences, intensity, let's say 6, and then press OK. So the next thing we do is we put another image filter in there, and we go to Starfield. So if you have a look in here, Starfield, go to Setup. It's pretty well already set up the way we want it to be, so that's good. Just go OK. OK that off. So then we go to into our video post again, and we go to an image output here. You go into files. So I'm going to desktop. Yeah, and we're going to choose a .move, and we're going to call it space scene. Save, and then we get the compression ration here, compression type. So if you go into okay, so in the compression type, go to the MPEG video. There you go, MPEG video. That's fine. Press OK. Sorry about the background noise. So once you go into here, that image output event, press OK. Press the running man here, and make sure everything's right. So range 0 to 100, 640 by 480. That's OK for now, and press render. And you'll see that it'll render it over 3 times. You'll see everything's got the lens effect there, which is showing in my other screen. I'll bring it over for you so you can see what's going on. So you can see 3 times it's rendering with that lens effect. Now that lens effect's a bit full on. Not everything's right, but it's not a bad kind of setup. Cheers guys. We'll see what it looks like in the end.